Welcome to Cloud Lessons. Today we will discuss a high-level overview of Azure Active Directory B2C, so let's get started. In today's lesson we will cover what is Azure AAD B2C and why should you utilize this service. We will also talk about user flows and how they differ from custom policies. In the first place, what is Azure AAD B2C? To connect our applications with our users, the Microsoft Azure platform offers an identity and access management solution called Azure AD Business to Customer. Within a few button clicks, we can design common user journeys for our application, such as login and registration. Due to the fact that this service can be linked with any identity provider, it enables our apps to provide single sign-on experience to our customers where they can use their existing user credentials. This is a typical scenario how Azure AD B2C is implemented. Let's say a customer wants to use his local or social account to sign into our application, which can be a web app or a mobile app. Then the user is directed to Azure AD B2C by the application. Obviously, the B2C tenant must register this application before it can be trusted and requests from it are accepted. Once the request has reached B2C, a user flow or a custom policy will be executed in accordance with the configuration from the application side and specify the steps the user must take to complete the sign-in process. This is commonly referred to as a user journey. The consumer can access the protected resource after a flow has been completed and the tokens have been returned to the application with the appropriate response. Why use this service is the next point. This service adheres to established protocols like SAML, OpenID Connect, and OAuth 2.0 and is built on open standards. In addition, this service can be integrated with social IDPs. However, this is not the only IDP type that can be used. Any custom IDP that makes use of OpenID or SAML 2.0 can also be integrated with this service. Additionally, we have the option to enhance our brand by customizing the appearance and feel of the user journey's flows. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript allow for the customization of any page the user takes in accordance with the requirements. It is possible to change the flow itself to satisfy complicated needs. Now that we are aware of what Azure AD B2C is, the next step is to understand how these steps, or user journeys, are defined. We therefore have user flows and custom policies to address this. User flows. These are all established setups for user flows that are available on the Azure AD B2C platform and that we can put up in a matter of minutes. You can utilize many flow types in the application, such as the combined sign-up and sign-in flow and the flow for password reset and many more. The good news is that this can be set up directly in the Azure portal. However, using user flows is advised unless you have really complicated requirements. Now let's see custom policies. As you know, these are used to define the user journeys. These are actually a collection of XML configuration files that are created inside our B2C tenant. Furthermore, this gives you complete freedom to customize a user journey and take full advantage of Azure AD B2C. At last, this user flows and custom policies can be reused in many other applications that are registered in our B2C tenant, so there will be little or no modifications required. In the upcoming lessons, we will cover more complex topics related to B2C. Meanwhile, stay tuned.